Are you going to hire a ghostwriter to help you write your memoir? Hi, I'm Jerry Payne, your confidential ghostwriter. In other videos, I've discussed what to look for in a memoir ghostwriter, but today I want to talk about the actual ghostwriting contract. After all, the memoir ghostwriter you've chosen may be the best ghostwriter in the world, but if you don't have everything spelled out properly in a fair contract, you could be opening yourself up to some potential difficulties down the road. First, as obvious as it seems, don't make the mistake of assuming your information will be held in confidence just because your ghostwriter says it will. Get it in the contract. A non-disclosure confidentiality clause should be a part of the agreement. Believe it or not, I've seen ghostwriting contracts without this all-important clause. Nobody should ever know of your ghostwriter's participation in the writing of your book without your permission. Here's another clause that seems so obvious that you might not even think of it. A clause that stipulates that the material in the book belongs to you. You maintain all rights to the work. A work for hire clause acknowledges that you own the copyright and that the ghostwriter working as your contractor has no ownership position. It should also go without saying that the fee should be spelled out very clearly. Don't sign a contract that uses words like estimate or projected cost. Your contract should include a definitive number. Likewise, a ghostwriting contract ought to specify the time to complete the work. Now, this understandably might be a projection or estimate. Schedules aren't always met. You might decide to put the project on hold yourself for a couple of weeks somewhere along the line due to unforeseen circumstances. But the ghostwriter ought to be obligated to at least make a good faith effort to bring the book to fruition within a certain period of time. Terms of payment ought to be spelled out, and those terms ought to include wording that ensures that you're not paying for the book faster than it's being written. Equal monthly payments is my recommendation. And unless your project is small and you don't anticipate it taking more than a month or two, don't ever pay 50% up front. I've said this before on other videos, and it's worth repeating here. You shouldn't pay 50% for your book until 50% of your book is finished. Make sure there's a hold harmless clause in the contract. This clause protects you from any legal action someone might take against you after the book is published because perhaps your ghostwriter plagiarized parts of the book or otherwise infringed on someone else's rights or work with the stuff he wrote on your behalf. Finally, make sure your agreement has an out. If you're not happy with the work, you should be able to get out of the contract. You may have to forfeit the money you've already paid, another good reason not to pay a lot up front, but at least you won't be on the hook for any additional money. And those are the basics. If you're handed a ghostwriting contract you don't fully understand, don't hesitate to ask an attorney to look it over. For more information about me, visit me at yourconfidentialghostwriter.com or check out my Facebook page. Also, you might enjoy my book, Writing Memoir, The Practical Guide to Writing and Publishing the Story of Your Life, available on Amazon and wherever books are sold. You can find all of these links and more below in my video description. I'm Jerry Payne, your confidential ghostwriter, wishing you the best of luck with your memoir.